It's 2 a.m. You're finally in a deep sleep, and then it hits. That pressure, that urge. You drag yourself out of bed, stumble to the bathroom, and think, again? This is the third time tonight. You're exhausted, you're frustrated, and you have no idea why your bladder keeps doing this to you. Well, today that stops. Because in the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your bladder is waking you up at night, and the specific things you can do, starting tonight, to make it stop. What you're dealing with has a name. It's called nocturia, and it's more common than you think. Over 50% of adults over the age of 50 wake up at least twice a night to urinate. That's not a quirk. That's not just getting older. That's your body sending you a signal, and most people completely ignore it. One trip to the bathroom at night, that can be normal. 2 or more, that's nocturia. And it's stealing something from you that you can't get back. Deep, restorative sleep. Here's what most people don't realize. Every time you wake up to pee, you're not just losing a few minutes of sleep. You're breaking your sleep cycle. Deep sleep, the kind that repairs your body, consolidates memory, regulates hormones, takes 90 minutes to reach. When your bladder yanks you out at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., you never get there. The result? Chronic fatigue, brain fog, weakened immune system, higher blood pressure, increased risk of depression, all from a bladder that won't calm down. This is serious, and it's fixable. Let's talk about why this is happening. The number one cause? When you drink, not how much. Most people drink the bulk of their fluids in the evening. A big glass of water with dinner, a cup of tea after, maybe a drink or two. Your kidneys process all of that and send it straight to your bladder while you sleep. The fix isn't drinking less, it's drinking smarter. Front load your fluids. Drink most of your water before 6 p.m. Taper off after that. Your kidneys will thank you, and so will your sleep. But fluid timing is just the start. There are hidden culprits making your bladder worse. Caffeine, even that afternoon coffee, is a diuretic. It tells your kidneys to produce more urine. Alcohol does the same thing, and it also disrupts your sleep architecture, making you a lighter sleeper who wakes more easily. Salt is the sneaky one. A high-sodium diet causes your body to retain fluid during the day, and then dump it at night when you lie down. Cut the late-night salty snacks. Your bladder is not your enemy. Your habits might be. Now, if you've already cleaned up your habits and you're still waking up 2, 3, 4 times a night, listen carefully. Nocturia can be a symptom of something deeper. Diabetes causes excess glucose in the blood, which pulls water into urine. High blood pressure and heart disease cause fluid to pool in your legs during the day, and when you lie down, that fluid redistributes and heads straight to your kidneys. Enlarged prostate in men. Pelvic organ prolapse in women. Sleep apnea. Yes, sleep apnea triggers a hormone response that increases urine production at night. If any of these sound familiar, this video is not a substitute for a doctor, but the fixes I'm about to show you will still help, and they'll help a lot. All right, let's get into the fixes. Fix number 1, the fluid cutoff. Stop drinking fluids 2 to 3 hours before bed. Not a drop, not a sip of water, not a herbal tea, not just a little glass of anything. 2 to 3 hours. Your bladder needs time to process what's already in your system. This single change alone reduces nighttime trips for most people within the first week. It sounds almost too simple. It works. Fix number 2 is one almost nobody talks about. Elevate your legs in the afternoon. Remember those people with heart disease or high blood pressure whose fluid pools in their legs? This happens to a lot of people, even without a diagnosis. Spend 30 to 60 minutes in the afternoon with your legs elevated above your heart. A recliner works. A pillow stack works. This lets your body reabsorb that pooled fluid while you're still awake, so your kidneys process it before you go to bed, not while you're sleeping. Compression stockings during the day do the same thing. Wear them. Take them off an hour before bed. Fix number 3, bladder training. Your bladder is a muscle, and like any muscle, it responds to training. If you've been rushing to the bathroom the second you feel any urge, your bladder has learned to demand attention early, even when it's barely full. Start stretching the intervals. When you feel the urge, wait 5 minutes before going. Then 10, then 15. Over weeks, your bladder learns to hold more. The urges become less urgent. The nighttime trips start to space out. Pair this with pelvic floor exercises. Yes, Kegels, and you're strengthening the very muscles that control when and how your bladder empties. Fix number 4. Fix your diet. Reduce sodium. Aim for under 2,300 milligrams a day. Cut caffeine after noon. Limit alcohol, especially within 3 hours of bed. Add magnesium-rich foods, leafy greens, nuts, seeds. Magnesium helps relax bladder muscles. Some people find that spicy foods and citrus irritate the bladder lining and trigger urgency. Pay attention to what you eat in the evenings and notice the pattern. Your bladder is telling you something. Start listening. Here's the thing. If you implement all of this and you're still waking up more than twice a night, go see a doctor. Not because something is catastrophically wrong, but because there are medical options that work. Desmopressin tells your kidneys to produce less urine at night. Anticholinergic medications calm an overactive bladder. A urologist can run a simple bladder diary and ultrasound to find exactly what's going on. There's no prize for suffering through this alone. You don't have to accept broken sleep as your new normal. Nocturia is common, but it is not inevitable. Start tonight. Cut fluids 2 hours before bed. Elevate your legs this afternoon. Watch what you eat after 6 p.m. Your bladder can calm down, your sleep can come back. And you can wake up tomorrow morning actually rested for the first time in a long time. If this helped you, share it with someone whose sleep is suffering. And drop in the comments, how many times are you waking up tonight? Let's fix that number together.